All my crafty friends, NanaKaye here with NanaKayeDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook on Etsy.com. It's a Monday all day long, because I just thought I was recording for you guys and I was not. So we're just going to have to do a little bit of explanation on a couple of pages here and then do something else to append to this video, and I apologize. Over the weekend though, I have decided to do some experimenting. So one of the videos I'm going to make you guys is 3 of NanaKaye's altered book prep designs. Okay, I've got 3 different designs now that I have started using in my books. Of course, you're seeing here which is the New Twist folds right here. This is the New Twist journal pages. That's the series we're working on. We're getting ready to do series number 6 today, which is just this one. But I am going to do another video later today, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways I utilize the pages within an altered book to make different styles of altered books. So bear with me, that's coming. I promise I'm going to show you that there's more than one way to fold pages and do pages. You can get, I know, at least 3 varieties that I've got so far for journal pages for an altered book. Alright, so that being said, we're going to go on. We've done several pages now, and all these have been done on videos. So if you're watching the series, it's a New Twist on altered book pages. So go catch up. There's there's 5 in the series already. This is number 6. I'm not going to do anything to this page, and I'm not going to do anything to this page additional. I did put a tag behind that, and that is on the number 5 video. Alright, let's go on. I done in the 3rd video this beautiful page here, where you open it up and you've got all this journaling spot here, and you fold it back up and you tie it down. Okay, so we've done that on video number 3. So if you missed that one, go in the series. It's on my playlist and look for video number 3 to find out about that one. And then on this one, same flap, which is that center fold flap with a little pocket in the center, we had laid down the purple background design, I think. I believe we had laid down. It's not anyway. It's just a piece of my paper cut and laid down so that I got some edges showing. But I went a step further, and I'm sorry I've already done this. I just made a little teeny tag like this. And for the pocket, I just simply took one of my journal pages like this, cut it down so that I could get a little bit of a frame all the way around, and made a small pocket. Now, on the pocket, I did add, I'm going to show you what I added. Let me just find a scrap piece of paper. Let's just pretend. Okay, so guys, I'm really just walking you through it so that I don't have to redo it. But however, if you want to see it again, you just need to make me a comment below that you want me to do the slim tag video tutorial. But when I'm doing one like this and I've got to put something in it and it's just so narrow, I like to make an edge on it. So on the back side, I took another piece of paper like this, and of course I folded it and I glued it on so that I had a little bit more space. So you're going to end up with your pocket looking like this before you glue it down. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But if you want a video, in the comments below, and I'm insisting that you guys make comments if you want to see things, because there is no way in the world that I feel like I should be on this video showing you things that other people probably have videos on. But if you're specifically watching NanaKaye and you're following me and you want me to do a video on the slim tag pocket, I will do one. Please just make the comment that you want to see the video, and I'll do a whole tutorial, because we do have several of these pages that's got to get done. So I think I've got one more. Yeah, there's one more. So if you want to see that done with a slim tag, you need to make me a comment in the videos. Okay. Now, the next thing is, then I just took another piece with just floral design on it. I had some butterfly elements and some of the things that I pasted on, and the ribbon, but there's a little twist to this. This is a journaling spot. It was too tiny just for a journaling spot. You really couldn't do a lot, or you can do some writing, but not a lot. And I thought, well, how can I fix that? Well, I've made this expanded. So I thought, okay, let's do the same thing with our hidden journaling spot. So I actually folded up another journal. This is a big one. Another journaling spot like that. So you got a lot of journaling spot. A person can even decorate this. They can put some of them little Polaroid type pictures on it. There's a lot that can be done, and that's a nice hidden spot. Can also be used as a bookmarker. But anyway, that's that one. That slid down perfectly in that little slot. I love it. It turned out really cute. Then we moved on to this page. All right. On this page, I just took a pocket that had a flip. It has a little fold. I'll find one in my packet since I'm having to show you guys what I did. It breaks my heart when I do a video, and I think it's turned out somewhat nicely, and then I find out I'm not recording or something, and I don't know what happened. I don't know why it cut off. Sometimes my internet flickers and that happens. I really don't know. All right, let me show you what I started out with, if I can find it again. This is crazy. I keep having to pull all this out. All right, just throw it all back. All right, it was the pocket. This pocket is in the kit. So, again, if you're going to want to do a book like this one, the kit is the Lavender and Lilac Dreams. It's in NanaKaye Designs. The Altered Book, it's under the Altered Book Nook on Etsy, and I do think it's on sale, so if it's not, notify me. There it is. Let me show you that. Let me get these out of the way, because my space, again, is still so narrow. I don't like to get too much jumbled up where I'm working at. And just because I'm just now explaining this, I really just don't want everything in the way, but I'm explaining. It started out like this. So I made this fold, and I used 110-pound cardstock on the back of this to make it thicker. All right, so that's what I got. Then I took, after I got this cut out with 110, now do not put the 110 on that flap area. You fold your flap down. This is your flap for making it turn out, and you fold it when you're getting ready to put your cardstock on the back to strengthen it up, to glue this down. Don't glue this piece. You want this flap to stay kind of flimsy, kind of easy movable, okay? If that makes sense, okay? Anyway, once I got that done, I glued it down on the page like so, and then I put a piece of washi tape right along the edge here. I've got some really strong washi tape, and then I just covered it all up, covered every bit of it up once we got it glued down tight, and so now it flaps with no problem. All right, then on the inside here, I actually right on the page laid a piece of the lined journal paper that I have, and I'm not sure that's available in the kit. If it's not, again, make a comment to me if you buy the kit and you don't see the lined journaling paper. I will go back and look. I probably should add it since I'm using it so much. But if you got the kit and you didn't get this lined paper, notify me, and I will send you a link on my Dropbox to get that beautiful purple line paper. If not, just use any stationery paper to make your lines. That's fine. All right, and then I glued that down, and I put a piece of decorative paper on that side to cover up all the mechanisms, which I would say would be the flip and the washi tape. And then on this side, I made just a small pocket, and then I made another journaling tag, just a real simple journaling spot there. Slide it in. You can decorate it more if you want on the front, if you want something up here, or if you want to put a little bow on this corner. Make sure you don't put it all the way through, just on one corner though. There's a lot of things you can do to decorate that up, but that's another writing spot for your journal. And then this closes with a swing tag heart. And most of you know how to put that together. There it is right there. It just went through the stitching so that you can't really see it that well. It slid on me, not like that. But anyway, there it is. That's your swing tag heart to hold this down. So that holds your flap down. All right, so that's the other one that we got done this morning. When I thought I was on video, and I wasn't, so I really apologize, guys. We'll do another page with some other kind of design that was just real disheartening, but that's the way it goes. All right, we're going to go on to these next two pages, and I am trying to do this book in order because I have a real tendency of partially finishing a book and not completely finishing a book, and I do not want to go through that again. I have looked on my shelf several times and noticed all these books that are just not quite finished. And I am determined I'm going to finish those and put them up for sale. So this book will go for sale at the end of the series when we finish doing all the pages. I do not know how many series there will be. This is number 6. So this video we're doing today is number 6. But anyway, let's move on. Do we want to do anything to this page, or do we just want to leave it blank? That's the question. So while I'm thinking about what I want to do here, I'm going to go ahead and build this page. This is one of the slanted pockets that we took one sheet and cut it and made this division here. And I'm going to go now and design a tag to fit in there. And it won't be difficult, so I'm not sure that I want one with, I really don't want one that's got the stitching on the same size. So we're going to go with one of these pages, and we're going to make a tag to go into this pocket. I'm going to look real quick just to see if I got anything with this type of flower on it, which I don't think I do. I'm starting to run out of my stitch sheets. I do too. I do have one, guys. I cannot believe it. I do have one. There they are. That's the same flower. So that's the card we're going to use. The stitching's on this side, so when it's in the pocket, it just looks more balanced to me. All right, so let's start with this. The first thing I've got to do is cut off part of it. And, well, you know what? I'm just going to go the old-fashioned way. I'm going to cut some off just using my lines. I have got my little cutting board up in a pack that I've been carrying back and forth to the house. So we're going to start by cutting just a 1/2 inch off. I do not want to cut the white flowers off, so I must be very careful about that. I got to line it up straight though, or it's not going to cut straight, is it? Okay. Assuming that it's already straight, which I do try to cut myself straight. Let's cut through this one, and I'm going to do it twice and make sure I'm through. I had done that, but we're going, oh, the stitching. I didn't cut that stitching good. All right, so we know that's going to give us a little problem, so let's just, all right, put that aside. Let's see how much we got now. We need to come over on this side and cut some off. I'm not sure it's going to fit, but the next cut we're going to do is we're just going to cut some of this excess space over here. Try to stay out of the, I forget what that's called. It's not a tricycle, exactly. It's not a bicycle, although it's got 2 wheels. I know it's got a name, but that was before my generation, and I can't think of what it's called. And I know some of you are probably on the video looking at it, screaming me the name, but I can't hear you, sorry. But anyway. And, you know, it's funny if I watch movies from the late 1800s or videos and see people riding and things. I cannot figure out how anybody rode that thing. Oh, I'm not balanced enough on one that's 2 wheels. All right, let's take a piece of the 110 cardstock. Let's check and see if we're going to slide in. That's the first thing we need to do, guys. Don't let me get ahead of myself. We need to see how far down this is going to slide. All right, card, how far are you going to slide? Okay, well, we'll cut more off in a minute. I think it's going to go down, but we're going to go ahead and glue it up and put it on the 110. Like I say, I may be using too much of this glue. I don't know, but I want it to stay down. I don't want to have to use 2 or 3 glues if I'm going to use the stick glue. We're going to see how it holds up. All right. Got a little bit too much down there. And it does get all over my fingers and makes the stain, when I stain the pages, stick to my fingers. Okay, we're there. Let's press it down good. Now, another thing is, I have not sealed the stitching on the back of these, but when you do this like this, that seals your stitching, so it's not likely to come unraveled at any point in time if you actually glue it down like this. That's why I say go ahead and stitch your pages before you put your backings on, and that way you get really strong journal cards. I always print all my whole kit on 28-pound professional grade brochure paper. That gives me a really beautiful, vibrant color on all my stuff. That's where I get these beautiful, vivid colors. And then I actually add to the back because it just strengthens everything up. So I'm going to do one more thing, guys. You do not want a journaling card without adding, let me just say, a little tiny slither of white spot there, and I think I made it cut wrong, so let's put it back on here and let's level it up. It's not much. We're going to cut it from the bottom, and it's not much that's going to come off, but it's enough that it looks crooked to me, and I don't, if you watch me often, you know I just meticulous about wanting everything straight, which I think most of your crafters do want their stuff straight. Now we do tear some, and those aren't meant to be straight, but this one is giving me a fit because the glue is not dry, okay guys? So that's why I'm having to cut so many times. And I think it kind of roughed up my edge, so that's okay. We're going to solve that with this normal process of ragged edges, just like this first. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little sanding block. I'm going to reach over and get it. My little sanding block. Just sand it. Now, the biggest problem with this is it's still wet. If I wasn't videoing, I would let that sit a few minutes, but that's okay. We're going to let that go like that. Okay, but it's straight now. And I'm going to take my corner tag thing, and being wet, I'm not sure this is a smart time to do this either. Well, it worked fine. But I'm going to do this before I ink it. I'm not sure it's going to clip into... I didn't get the stitching. That's good. Alright, so I've rounded off the card. Now, next step. I'm going to try to keep this card flat. So I'm going to press it really hard a couple of times. And I'm going to see if I've got another piece of the writing paper. And I'm going to have to reach behind me and grab it. And I'm out of video again, guys. So I'm going to slide up. Alright, again, we're going to glue the back. Get a good amount of glue. This gives you a 3-ply journaling card, so now this is a good, strong journaling card, so it will move in and out of that pocket easily, hopefully now that we've strengthened it up. I'm going to put it on my writing paper along that edge. I'm going to leave a little space at the bottom to cut. Alright, and we're going to press and press. And if your line paper is not double-sided, make sure you glue it on top of the side that you don't want to show. Okay, I'm thinking I didn't get any on that corner, and I didn't. So I will come back with my berry art. Alright. Yeah. Glue that corner. No, it's this card trying to roll up on me. I made it really tight, didn't I? Okay. And press, pushing all the air out and try to straighten the card up. Then we're going to cut it. Alright. Now we've got a 3-ply journal card here. Let's hope that it's going to fit in that pocket, but it's not a problem to cut it down some more if we have to. Alright, cut the sheet out there. Save it. Save all these little pieces of your lined paper because there's all kinds of little spots you can use those in. Except little strips like this. This one's not necessary to save. And let me cut it just a tiny bit. A sliver there. Alright, now, corners again. Let's pop these corners one more time. And we will ink it up if this fits. We're not going to ink it till we decide if it's going to slide into the card where we want it and if we need to cut anything else off, okay? So let's put the jumbo journaling card in, and it's not. Now, it's catching on something on this edge over here. Let me show you another trick. When you're trying to put something in and your ink is dry, your glue is dry, go in like this. Look at that. See? And do that. Now, open the pocket up a little without tearing it. Let me hope that I didn't tear it on the back side. Be careful about that. And now it should slide in with no problem. It does. Look at that. No problem at all. So the journal card's done on that part. Now you can actually make this into a tag by punching a hole in the top. You can cut these at an angle if you want to make it a tag. That's up to you. I want to keep your journaling spot. But you can still put a bow on it. That's not a big deal. If you want to put a ribbon on it, you can. Or you can come up here and put a tab. I've got a bunch of weld tabs here. I've got a bunch of other kind of tags. You can come in here and put a tab on it, which is I think what I'm going to do on this one. Alright, so let's fold this piece in half, and it's just like I just happen to have that cut. So see how it was a good idea to have something in front of me that I could use. Put this tab on like this. Let's see how far it's going to stick up out of the book. Perfect. That's what we want. All right, let's go in and put the tab on. I'm going to ink up first. Okay, we're going to ink up. Inking around the edges, giving it a little purple hue. Again, I'm using the Wilted Violet Distress ink. Right there. Or Distress Oxide. Lord, I can't even talk today. Monday all day long. This video not working really broke my heart, but that's okay. I think I explained it enough, and we will do another one like we done earlier. They got messed up. But I hope I explained it enough. We're going to put a tag on this, a pull tag. That's what I call them. I don't know what the other artists call these. I call them pull tags. And I will tell you guys that I am using the word. I have had such a struggle trying to distinguish my work from a junk journal. Excuse me, a junk journal and an altered book, and then my journals that are used with my kits that I make. So I have come up with the word designer journal, which is the journals that are not made with junk. They're made with the kits that you print and fold, and you put the whole thing together. That's a designer journal for me. So if you hear me say designer journal, I'm talking about one that I've either purchased somebody else's digital kit or my own, and I'm making a journal from scratch. So there again, that's my terms, the distinguish between the junk journal, the designer journal, and the altered book. So just thought I would throw that in. I'm going to throw that in on a few videos for a while, so you may hear me repeat myself, but I think it's important that in the industry we establish some other word besides junk journal for these journals that we're using the designer kits for. So that's what I've come up with. If any of the other people who are more popular than I am have come up with something else, they need to let me know, or you guys need to let me know what the other term is, because that's the ones I'm using. Okay, guys, we got this beautiful tag done. It's a writing tag. Again, this tag could have had a fold out, but it's such a nice big writing spot. I didn't want to do a lot of fold out on that. Now, we still got to decorate this front a little. I don't like all this blandness here, so we're going to grab our pack again, and I think I have a pocket that I might want to use there, but it's not going to work because of that, unless... Okay, I have an idea, because I really like it. I like the bird. I think it's unique. So what I'm going to do is I'm just slightly going to fold it. And I'm not going to press down. I don't want to make the crease. And I'm going to put that back. All right, let me get back here again. I want to cut it at that angle. I think y'all see where I'm going with this. This is where you really actually, your mind really, you can take things that are meant to be used a different way and use it the way you like to do it, okay? So that's that, and I'm going to just slightly fold it without putting a crease down this middle. I don't want to mess my pocket up. And I'm going to do it right like that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and cut at that angle. And now I have got a pocket that looks like it was made, and it was made just for that page. Okay? So there's our pocket. I really kind of like that. Not that we have to have all this excess, and because the purple got cut off those edges, I am going to go back in. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to go in and just straighten that out instead of that curve. It's pretty in that curve, but I think I'm going to straighten that out. Now that's just me. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And matter of fact, you could just cut a square pocket if you wanted to go there. But this is something I had in my pouch ready to go, and I'm going to utilize it. I don't know anywhere else I was going to use it, so. Okay, so now, let's get this one prepped and a card made for it. All right, so there's your pocket, and that looks really absolutely gorgeous to me. I love it. All right, so same technique. You're going to have to take your 110 paper and strengthen up the pocket. And you really, if you didn't want to do the whole pocket, you could just do a strip across the top just to give it strength. I'm going to do my whole pocket. And guys, I do apologize for how hoarse I am, keep getting, but this pollen is just playing havoc with my sinuses and my throat. I had throat cancer, so my throat's already damaged severely. And then I had radiation, 40 rounds of radiation, and it really damaged my throat. So any little thing that tickles my throat disturbs me, but you know what? I'm here. I beat cancer. I guess we beat it. We're I think 12 years out this year. I think this October will be 12 years out from the stage 4 throat cancer. I was in bad shape, but God has brought me through. And I wouldn't miss my new grandson for the world. He's getting ready to turn 3 now. And now I know I still had a purpose in life. That's why the cancer didn't take me out of here, I guess, because I had a purpose. That little fellow loves his grandmama, and his grandmama sure is nutty about him. There is no denying that we are chums. All right. I'm inking up. And you can, if you want to, make one more strip behind here just to get it. I don't need it. I'm just going to do a really light journal card to go in there. So I don't think I need anything else on this pocket. So again, we're going to put the pocket down in the book. And I'm only going to glue from here and here and here. A rather decent amount, but I want to stay as close to the edge so when it spreads out, it doesn't make too big of an area, because I like nice large journaling cards in my books. All right, let's put it back down. I wanted it to come right along the edge and all the way to the bottom. It's a pretty fold. You still see some of the stitching off that side. Let's see if we can press it down. I had decided my niche is altered books. That's my favorite niche, is the altered books themselves. And I did not hold on that. I'm going to have to go with fabric tag behind that thread. And I do that sometimes, guys, because, well, I say I am. My head is wanting to twist. I keep this upside down. My husband made me a little area. But I am going to try to put some fabric tack right along there where that thread is. It seems to grab a little better. There we go. Can I see how easily they grabbed it? All right. Let me close this up good. Hold that down a minute. If you don't close your fabric tack, it starts getting lumpy and hard. So be careful when you're using your fabric tack. But now I got a good hold. See, it grabbed that thread. That's the one thing I like about the fabric tack, or the 3-in-1. Either one would have done that. Okay, now let's let that dry a minute, and let's decide what other kind of card. Let's see, hopefully we can find another one with that flower. It would be a miracle if we did. Oh, but guess what? There's my miracle. All right, let's see. We don't want this card to stick up quite as far. I really don't. So, how much of this card do we want? We're going to cut the bottom off. We're just going to cut it. Not sure. I want the card that wide. I really don't want it to go beyond that edge. Alright, so let's start trimming this down. A lot. I'm going to trim this down a lot. Really get it really close. I don't think my blade is as sharp as it needs to be. My husband used it the other day, so I think he's made my blade dull. Right, we're going to cut the bottom. Ooh, I don't cut the bucket off. I don't want the card that large, so this may not work, guys. Let me look and see what else I got, because that's, the width is fine, but I don't want to cut the bucket off, do we? Oh, well, we just cut the flowers off. I wanted those flowers because it was in there, but it's okay. All right, so we're just going to cut them off. How disappointing. Oh, but I got an idea. All right. My brain just does a swim like that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, got to cut it off here. We can use it somewhere else. So I'm going to cut that out as a fussy cut. So I'm going to make sure I get the whole flower. So if I got to cut the card down, we're going to get that whole flower in, and I'm going to use it as a fussy cut to make it all blend. So don't throw it away. Put that right there and keep it. This can be another belly band or something. Don't throw that away. All right, we're still, yep, we're going to cut that one off too. We really cut this card down. All right, so that one's going to cut down right about there. And leave us with just a very small card, but that's okay. I can live with it. Okay, all right, set those to a side. We're going to use those flowers for something else, because it made the card kind of bland, didn't it? All right, so what I'm going to do, before I go any further, I am going to fussy cut that flower, and I'm going to use it. And you'll see in a second. And I'm actually going to put it on another piece of 110 to give it some dimension. Okay, let's take a piece of our 110, give it some dimension. And that's too much dimension, I think. That's a piece I've already doubled up. I don't want that thick. Go right here. Okay. Glue it on. Let's get all the air bubbles from behind it. And let's cut it out one more time. I'm trying to get a match here so that all the floral is kind of matching. And unfortunately, I went under that just a little, but that's okay. It's still going to. And you don't have to be perfect here. Excuse that phone. Okay, guys, I had to answer that phone call, and I apologize, and I've come back, and I thought the video jumped back on. I pressed pause, and sometimes when I press pause and start back, it doesn't do it. But anyway, what we did was finish putting that flower on this card. As you know, the card was kind of bland, and so I've added that, and I kind of dimensionalized it a little by adding some cardstock behind it, and then I kind of stained it. I rounded the corners on the card, and then I went into my tab box up here and found another tab very similar. I'm sure I got it out of the same kit, and I put it on, put writing space on the back. I did not, and I deliberately did not, and I'm going to ink this up a little while we're sitting here watching. I did not put the tab over the back. I just put it inside behind the writing paper this time. Don't always do that. On this one I didn't. I put it all on both sides. So, but I did this one. I hid the back part of it. And I didn't make this any larger. I could have made this like a fold out or whatever, but it's already so thick on this one page. We didn't do that. So this card slides beautifully into here. And on the front pocket, I actually got word art out of my box and an extra butterfly. I find, and this is just me, and it's just one of the things that I think visually makes things look nice, is have a little bit of text on everything. Not everything, but most things have a little bit of text, and it does make a difference. This card here, you can, if you buy the kit, go in and find this butterfly, cut it out, dimensionalize it a little, or these flowers. And there's other things you can do this. You could actually even add some text on this card and make it nicer. You can actually, I'm going to go and do it while we're on camera and stain this back a little. You don't have to, but I am just going to give it a little stain to keep everything kind of balanced to where we're doing things the same on all sides. I like everything kind of balanced. So I've got that stain front and back. You can actually stamp something here. And you know, we've got hearts. I got this little heart stamp. I use it a lot. But you can actually go in and you can stamp here. There's a little, just to get a little visual look here. Let me let that dry real quick. I don't want to pop it in until it does. But anyway, this is another page done in the book. If you, again, want to see a full tutorial on the long, skinny hidden writing tag, this one right here, make a comment below. If you want to see a full tutorial on the flip out pocket here, or the flip out space with the writing spot and the side pocket, make a comment in this tutorial. That way I will know. This will be, the tutorial will be my reference to find out what it is that you're wanting to see. But if you want a full tutorial on doing this page here, let me know in the comment, and on another page further back, we will do this same technique again, maybe with it folding a different way or flipping up, but we'll do the technique again to give you an idea of the full way it's done. If there's anything in here that we have not, that we've done off video and you want, make a comment, or if there's anything else you'd like to see done in this in these tutorials, let me know. This is number 6 in the series of a new twist on altered book pages. So this is number 6 of that series. Don't forget to go back and look at the series. Again, as a reminder, the kit that you are seeing here is NanaKaye Designs Lavender and Lilac Dreams. It is available on NanaKayeDesigns.com and on Etsy's Altered Book .com. So if you're interested in purchasing this design and following along with us, you can. We did stitch the sides with a deep purple stitching, and I use a Singer Fashion Mate sewing machine. I get the best results from that one, so I have had people ask me what machine I use. That's the machine I use, and it's my favorite. We have still got a lot of space left. We are nowhere near getting an alligator mouth on this journal yet. We will continue to add some pages and some pockets and things, so be sure to stay in touch. This is what we're going to do next. These 2 or 3 or 4 pages, like I say, if you're going to want a long skinny, you need to let me know, because that's coming up soon to do that again. We got a corner pocket coming up, so this is something new coming up. So anyway, next video will be on Tuesday, tomorrow. I will see you then. This is NanaKaye saying having a blessed Monday. It has been a Monday all day, having to do the video twice now. I've had to add to it or pin to it because I, for some reason, cannot keep my video running. I have got to find me a new program, I do believe. But have a great day and enjoy the sunshine if you got sunshine where you're at, and I will see you again later this afternoon to show you the 3 styles of journals I'd make with altered books, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.